Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the latest home video review from us here at FlickDirect, and for today's home video review, I'm going to talk to you all about Belfast on Blu-ray. In case if you guys have not seen it yet, Belfast is a coming-of-age film written and directed by Kenneth, and it chronicles the childhood of Buddy as he's living in Belfast among the troubles, amongst him finding first love, things involving his parents trying to get him away from Belfast to make a better life, his grandparents, and it's basically it's chronicling the life of a little kid. That's all there is to it. I remember I saw a trailer when I was in CinemaCon last year. Kenneth himself introduced the trailer via video, but still nonetheless the film looked absolutely excellent. I love a good black and white film specifically, and Belfast is just a touching and just a very loving tribute. This movie is essentially kind of like a semi-biographical feature based on Kenneth Branagh's life in Belfast, because Buddy is based on him when he was a kid. This is just really just a love letter to not only his childhood, Belfast, his parents, but also just a love letter to his past, really, essentially. And it's just a really touching, it's a really endearing film. There are times where I smiled, there are times where I laughed hysterically, and there are times, I'm not gonna lie, I was quite moved. Getting right into the audio and video quality, starting off with the video quality, Belfast on Blu-ray is presented on an aspect ratio of 185:1, and the film, I gotta tell you guys, looks excellent. But I will say this, man, this is on Blu-ray. I wish I could have seen this movie in 4K, because I remember seeing this movie in theaters. The images alone are so striking, the black and white palette. That does not mean that the film does not look great in Blu-ray, because the film absolutely looks great in Blu-ray. This is part of me just wishes, it's just a personal thing that wishes it was in 4K, because I can imagine the visuals looking even more strikingly beautiful. But on Blu-ray, the film looks amazing. It really, really does. Close-ups on characters' faces look absolutely amazing. The shadow details look great. The close-ups on characters' clothing looks absolutely terrific. The hair details look great, even though it is in black and white. However, there is one particular sequence that my jaw dropped. And seeing this on Blu-ray, you guys will know when you do see it, I should say. This particular part looked absolutely amazing. It's the part where my jaw dropped and I just went, wow, that looks good. This is not an action-packed movie. I mean, there are bursts of small action in this film, but really for the most part, what this movie is that it is a coming-of-age drama with comedic elements in it. And for what this film does with striking cinematography, I mean, there are some shots where it just looked like essentially like an old photograph, but just put onto a film. Going on to the audio quality, Belfast is presented on a DTS H7.1 track, and this movie sounds absolutely incredible. Now, once again, like I mentioned, this is primarily a dialogue-driven film with small, and I mean small bursts of action. When the action beats do happen, they do create the sense of a great soundscape. There's some great bass to when there are explosions that do happen, which sound terrific, but otherwise, for the most part, since this is a dialogue-driven film, the film sounds great. One of the things I really noticed watching this film on Blu-ray with the 7.1 is that not only, of course, the dialogue is crystal clear, nothing doesn't sound inaudible, but the use of background noise. While the film's dialogue is probably put in the center channels, there are certain things that happen in the background. Like, for example, there will be a conversation scene playing, and you may hear kids playing in the background channels. I mean, they use the soundscape for a dialogue-driven film very, very well. Not to mention as well that the film's score sounds terrific, giving a nice, again, using great distinction of the sound channels. So there's really not that much to talk about here because this is a dialogue-driven film. However, I will say, for what the film is doing with the story, I gotta say, what the film is doing with the sound does match visually on screen. I have to give a lot of commendation for that. Finally, moving on to the special features, Belfast actually comes with quite a bit packed in. For example, there's an alternative ending, there's deleted scenes, there's a making of Belfast, not to mention as well, there is a commentary featuring Kenneth Branagh and more. All in all, what we have here is a movie that is, like I said, it's charming, it's endearing, it's a very touching movie, it's a funny movie, absolutely what it needs to be, but it's also a very moving film. It's a film that's just full of love and compassion, and you feel that throughout the entire film. Not to mention as well, the film's video is great, the audio is great, and the special featurettes are also well great. If you haven't seen Belfast yet, I highly recommend it. If you love a good coming of age film, if you love a good black and white movie, I mean, there are spots where the film is shot in color, but for the majority, it is in black and white. This is just an overall pick this movie up. It is such a great film. Watch it with the entire family. It's a darn good movie, guys. Pick this movie up. I hope you all enjoyed my home video review of Belfast on Blu-ray. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell for our latest home video review goes live. If you guys want to see any of our previous 2 home video reviews, please click on the right there or right there. And of course, as our next home video review goes live, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys.
Hit like, smash subscribe, and get notified for when our reviews, interviews, and news go live.